Ready? Play.
Wow. Eala looks absolutely shocked and looks like she is about to cry. Eala is
I
about
love that
to.
reaction. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
just like completely stunned,
Yeah, she's
Even though she was, well, pretty much in the position to win like for 75% of the match. The moment she got it done, she's just like, wait, what? I did that?
What an incredible performance from Alexandra Eala. That's outrageous. Takes down Iga Swiatek, the world number 2, and I don't think she can quite believe it.
Yeah, Alexandra Eala. I mean, before this week, out of the top 100, now she's going to be in. She was like 102 live before this match. Obviously, that now puts her in that position. Before this week, I mean, virtually no main tour runs. And now she defeats Ostapenko, who was a WTA 1000 finalist earlier this season. She defeats Keys, who won the Australian Open earlier this season. And she defeats Iga Swiatek, who is the world number 2. And yeah, I mean, if we're looking at the entire match, she was a lot better. Iga was so late to adjust with her patterns. The hyper aggressive returning never worked. But Ala obviously attacked her second serve to like put that pressure on Iga, not even make her serve her own serve like look vulnerable at all. In contrast, and yeah, the forehands down the line that she was finding, just being pretty, let's say, she found good moments to be aggressive, and she was like economically aggressive maybe. And yeah, Dave, that's actually the comparison I've been giving the entire week. That she's kind of like a less power Fernandez in many ways, but of course, Layla is a few years older. There still might be some development in these regards for Alex.
I just think Iga just was so off the boil today. I don't quite know what was going on. I mean, we saw that second serve percentage of win was 29%. That's really low, and that's not something that you expect from the world number 2. Swiatek
I mean, I think it's not even the worst part because, like, usually she would be able to afford it, right? Because I think we were just expecting that she was going to be crushing the Ala serve, and she just wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, Eala was serving, 67% first serve. I mean, 58% win on second serve will be something that Swiatek looks at with a lot of dishearten with the way that she was throwing in those second serves. I mean,
if that's not a wake-up call for Iga in terms of being
yeah.
able to adjust her return position, her return strategy in matches, I don't know what else is. As you're saying, 58%, 52 on first serve. I mean, how is it possible considering she hit 15 return winners? I'm obviously that number is off the top of my head, but
I feel as though the wait still goes on for a final and title for Swiatek. I just don't quite know how Swiatek is going to take that performance. I don't know. There's a lot of thinking to do for Swiatek.
brush it off and all about the beautiful red stuff, sort of, but it just puts more pressure again on the clay season, right? I know that's always been the case really for Iga ever since she won Roland Garros for the first time. But that just basically means that from here, any poor result on clay is like a tragedy for her.
Mm.
And we'll have Stuttgart, we'll have maybe the Beijing King Cup, we'll see, but we'll definitely have Stuttgart, we'll definitely have Madrid and Rome on her schedule. And last year she was winning Madrid, Rome, and Roland Garros consecutively. So it just basically means that there's no margin for error right now. If you win Miami or Indian Wells, you can afford to drop like 1,000 here or there, right? I mean, who cares then if you lose in their own quarters? It's not that important. Roland Garros, I guess, was always going to be like a major target on her mind, but now it's just it's greater that the pressure is on, and we'll see if she can deal with that because in terms of nerves right now, she's just not handling anything on the court well.
No, she's not. We will see. All will be revealed in about 2 months, 3 months. But I just think today, Eala was superb on return. She took nearly all of her chances, 8 out of 10 break points. She was dominant on return, which is something that Iga got eagered. She was all over the second serve, and that forehand was on fire today. And I mean, it's actually win on second serve percentage down to 27% because obviously the last 2 points were taken into account as well. Yeah, it could be a huge mental battle now this clay season for Iga, and we'll see if she can reset. She's obviously got a little bit of a break now before she has to go on the clay in Stuttgart and Billie Jean King Cup. Billie Jean King Cup can kind of be a reset button for her, I guess. Trying to reset on the main tour before she has
I
to
think she
come
should
back.
play. Yeah, I mean it's a good warm up for Stuttgart because we basically made the surface, the same technology, same courts as in Stuttgart. So because of that, I think she should play Billie Jean King Cup. Yeah,
I agree.
Especially as now, it can just kind of give her some confidence, I guess. Not that the opponents would be easy. I mean, if she plays, it's basically Bencic and Svitolina. So
Bencic and Svitolina are definitely not two people that aren't walkovers.
By the way, I think the stats on second serve return for Swiatek, on second serve for Swiatek are even worse if you look at them in a reliable website. Yeah,
Hold on.
that Google stats here are even worse. Basically, 24% on her second serve, 6 out of 25. And Eala didn't actually win more on second serve than first serve, but yeah,
that's rough.
That's still like mostly in contrast to, of course, how her serve was attacked. That's where it's a problem.
Swiatek not winning over 50. I mean, again, not about even second serve, but look at first serve, 47% win. I mean, that's just nowhere near going to get you enough free points. Pressure points won, 63% Eala, 37% Swiatek. I mean, that mental side of it for Swiatek is really struggling at the moment. Yeah, Iga did win more games than Keys, but I don't think that's what they'll be. I don't think that's what they'll be contesting over. Who won more games against Alexandra Eala in a week's time?
It's a very tough hypothetical question to answer, Ozan. Pretty difficult, I think, because how much can you actually improve your serve if you're like, this size and at this stage of your development too, which is like not super early in your career, but of course still quite early. So probably it won't mean that much, but well, what a run for her. Defeating Keys, Ostapenko, and now Swiatek. And she's into the semis where, compared to all these players I just listed, I guess she's not going to play anyone that's scary for her right now. She still will be the underdog regardless of who she plays. But I mean, yeah, after what she's done this week, I don't think she's going to enter the match scared.
Well, she will see who she has. It will either be Pegula or Raducanu in the semi-finals. Yeah, I mean, one opportunity. I mean, especially for, if you're looking at it like this now, especially what a chance for her to, I don't know, it just becomes even more open now. We're not obviously going to have a Sabalenka-Swiatek final. I mean, Pegula out of those three, Pegula is still the favorite, I'd say. But, far, far stranger things have happened on a tennis court for them, Pegula, to make the final. But we will find out very shortly.
When is Iga's ranking going to go below 2? Seems stuck there. I mean, she has 4,300 points to defend during the clay season. 300 is not right. I don't know what it is for WTA 1, 500 semi. 200? Something like that. Anyway, so like, yeah, over 4,000.
260 semi-final, 260.
Yeah. Oh, for a semi at a 500?
Yeah, 260, I think. Yeah.
It doesn't sound right, but maybe you're
Oh,
right.
okay. No, that
Maybe
might be
it's
for
like
the guys. That might be for the men.
no, for the guys it's 200 after they updated it. It would be a lot
Okay.
for a semi at a 500 if it was 260. Over 50% of what the
Yeah,
winner.
I'm probably wrong there.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. But maybe you're right. I don't know the distribution. Anyway, it's over 4,000 points on clay. So obviously her performance there will very likely basically determine that whether her ranking is going to go below 2 or not. And does that make the event more open? Maybe. Like, I'm not sure I was buying into Iga potentially beating Sabalenka in the final, for example, like just the way that she was looking in every single match. But it means that the finalists, yeah, I mean that part of the draw is at least more open, definitely. Yeah, I'm kind of just like struggling to gather my thoughts. I forgot for a reason that for a moment that we were still on stream. I forgot what I was gonna do after the match. That's because yeah, we've had quite a seismic result here.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.